Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming to my speech on how having Trenton has made me a better person. C. Edward Coop, the former United States Surgeon General, once said, "There is no greater responsibility, no greater privilege than the raising of our next generation." This evening, I'm going to tell you how having Trenton has made me a better person. Being a good parent has huge responsibilities that changes your life. I am a single parent trying to raise a happy, healthy, and a well-adjusted son who is currently 3 years old. There are 3 distinct ways in which having Trenton has changed my life for the better. I will start by discussing how Trenton's birth taught me to prioritize and refocus my life. Next, I will talk about how my family and becoming a mother is important to me. Finally, I will briefly talk about how motherhood has given me the confidence that I have needed all throughout my life. So with this, let's get started. Prior to having Trenton, I dropped out of college. I had no job, and I was living life with no focus and carelessly. When I realized I would soon have a human being relying on me for his existence, I suddenly made that deliberate choice that my next impending decisions would be in his best interest. I applied and obtained employment as a receptionist at a physician's office. Working in this environment, I realized that I wanted to pursue my nursing degree, which enabled me to do what I love and to provide for Trenton the best that I could. However, in order for me to work, I needed daycare for Trenton. And this brings me to my next point. I really appreciate my family for the support and the assistance they have given me. When I started working, my grandmother watched Trenton for me until he was from the time he was 6 weeks old to when he was 18 months old, without charging me a dime. During this time, I lived with my mother and my grandmother. They provided a place for Trenton and I to stay. They helped look after Trenton while I took my online courses and provided any extra help that I needed while I studied and did my homework. There are also others who have assisted in helping with Trenton, and they include my Aunt Lori, my cousin Jessica, and my Aunt Trish. This brings me to my final point. Having Trenton taught me to have confidence in myself. In order to raise Trenton, I needed to provide him with a happy, healthy lifestyle. Therefore, I had to end the unhealthy relationship with his dad. The environment was not a good one. Therefore, ending the relationship would provide an environment for Trenton to be raised happy and healthy. Having Trenton and becoming a mother was the most important experience of my life, and it has largely affected me in 3 ways. It helped me refocus and prioritize my life. It helped me gain appreciation for my family, and it gave me the confidence I needed all my life. Motherhood is the toughest job I have ever had. There are long hours with no pay, no time, and no time off. However, the snuggling time I get with my son at bedtime is the most rewarding experience I have ever had. Therefore, it's the best job I have ever had. Thank you.
Yay! So you would like to shake each of our hands like the president does, and I'll be the Russians, and I won't shake your hand.
I've seen that.